Hello, this is Bridget Rao with Divine Essentials. Alright, guys, so I asked ChatGPT to come up with 50 different titles for tarot readings, and I did do a couple of stories on Instagram to get people to let me know which ones they like, but nobody has told me one that they like yet. So I'm going to do what's blocking your manifestation at this time. What's going on? What the hell is happening? What's blocking your manifestations? And how can we get them going? Okay? So we've got the Palo Santo, we've got the Sage, we're cleansing, we're clearing, we're breaking away any old stagnant energy. We are asking the Great Spirit Creator, you who are known by 1,000 names, to join us as we figure out what the heck is going on. I was guided to pull out the Ganesha deck because Ganesha is the Lord of Obstacle Remover. Okay, Gam Ganepate E Namaha. So let's find out what the heck is going on. 111. It's so weird too, because right, like I'm not looking at the camera all those other times, but when I'm like 111. Priorities. All right. So what might be blocking your blessings at this time is just getting your priorities straight. And I know sometimes life is overwhelming. Sometimes we are dealing with a lot of stuff. Sometimes we are struggling with things in our mind, right? Like myself, I have ADHD, so sometimes it's hard to get our priorities straight. Sometimes we are functioning in a dysfunctional way. But I also feel like even that in itself, like us thinking that we're functioning in a dysfunctional way, adds to the dysfunction, because you're the creator of your reality. So if you're like telling yourself or expecting these things of yourself, you start creating those things of yourself. So instead of expecting that, like, oh, I'm struggling and I can't do this and I'm not going to be able to figure it out, or because of the XYZ I can't have these things that I want, or I can't accomplish this thing I want to accomplish, you've got to start telling yourself differently and then start prioritizing so that those things can manifest, right? We can't get anywhere if we are telling ourselves we can't get there. Oh, it's so cool too, because I put on my turquoise and I just noticed there's turquoise on the third eye. I don't know why this looks like that. Is that a little better? All right, so what else? We have innocence. All right, so I'm getting that not only your priorities needing to be set for yourself and like a mindset shift within your own ability to accomplish things, you may be jaded by life. You may have let the innocence within you kind of fade away, and your inner child needs to be reminded and rekindled and awoken. You need to get back into the innocence and know that not everybody's against you, not everything is going to fail, not everything around us is set to destruct. And I know it can sometimes feel that way, and it could sometimes be like, why should I even bother trying to do this or do that? Because things mess up, right? It's not always easy, but I feel like you need to get back into innocence within yourself. You need to get back into the purity within yourself, and knowing that you can have good things in your life, that it doesn't have to go bad. I really feel like people are just jaded, and it's causing them to shut down and block themselves and not do the things that they know that they should be doing, and not making the decisions that they need to be making in order to become aligned with their abundance and their success and their manifestations. Okay, so there's a decision that needs to be made, and it needs to come from a pure place within yourself, back into that, like, innocent version of yourself before you got betrayed, before people lied to you, before people played tricks on you, before people ghosted you, before people said one thing and did another thing, before you got hurt. All of that stuff, you got to get back, make a decision to set the priority and get yourself back into a place of like, I can do this. I know I can. I could do anything. Back into that little girl or boy that knew that, you can do anything. I just looked over here and saw New Beginnings, and then I got the Page of Wands, which is all about creativity. Tap back into your creativity. And it says that fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby, right? So sometimes We got to give birth to that innocence. We got to give birth to something new, and we got to treat it like a baby. Like if you had a baby, you wouldn't be able to just be like, I'm just going to go take a nap instead of feed the baby. I'm just going to put that off till tomorrow when it comes to, like, you know, taking care of the baby. So you've got to treat the things in your life as if you would treat a baby. And for some of you, I've actually had this message come through recently in private readings and stuff. It's like, you need to treat yourself the way you would treat a baby. How would you treat a child? You wouldn't, like, let them hunger. You wouldn't let them sit in their own filth. You wouldn't let them just sleep their life away. You wouldn't let them give up on their dreams. You wouldn't take away the innocence within them. You would nurture the baby, and you would nurture those things. So treat yourself like a child, and treat your ideas and the things that you're trying to what are you trying to manifest? What is it that you're wanting? What is it that you feel like isn't coming? What is it that's blocked? You've got to treat that like the baby that it is. Like if it's your finances, you got to pay attention to it. If it's your health, you got to pay attention to it. But you got to nurture it, and not pay attention to it with all the fear and the doubt and the anger and the resentment and the things that don't really work for it. Wisdom is needed here. So just as much as that innocence is needed, that wisdom is needed. So have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. So if you've been feeling challenged with your manifestation, if you feel like things are blocked, you need to go back within and get that wisdom that you hold within you innately. You already know what to do deep inside of yourself, but you probably let society block you. And you probably let your own inner thoughts block you. You let karma come around and sabotage, you know, and sometimes we start to project it out in all different types of ways around us, but we have the strength to decide that we're gonna, we wounded, we got hurt in the game, but we're not giving up. We have the wisdom to know what needs to be done, and we're gonna heal. We're gonna get healthier boundaries this time. We're gonna put self-respect up, and we're not gonna like go down those same paths that led us to destruction. But I do feel like in many cases here, the biggest block to our manifestation is ourselves, which is the truth, because whatever you ripple out is what you receive. So if you're rippling out fears and doubts and hate and resentment and sadness and grief and guilt and just like depression, and I think it can range on a various level of things. Like when someone hurts us, they hurt us and they go on with their life. And how we respond to it dictates how our life unfolds from there. Because if we're a victim of it, then we go into the victim consciousness, we go to the victim energy, we often get depressed and sad and blah, 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 blah. And then we hermit away and we stop prioritizing ourselves. Sometimes we stop prioritizing our ambition or getting things done that we know needs to get done. We hide away from the reality of things. We get jaded, we get upset, we get like, I'm not gonna, I don't want to play this game anymore because I just keep losing. But you got to remember that you are the key player here, and that you've got to nurture yourself and know that you have the strength to overcome anything that has happened, and you can get creative, and you can even take what's happened to you, 818, and turn it into something abundant and blessed. You know, a lot of people do that. A lot of people take what has hurt them and turn it into inspiration. They turn it into something better. We also have the Six of Cups here. So again, with that inner child energy, past life energy, with the Eight of Pentacles, this is about working. So I feel like you really need to get working on firing up that inner child and getting inspired and doing something with your time and your energy that's a little bit different than what you've been doing, but focusing on your emotions too, because how you feel is what you are receiving. You know, what you think is what you feel, and what you feel is what you attract. So it starts up here. We got to prioritize the mind and then become aware of what we're feeling and rippling out so that we can receive the blessings that the universe wants to give to us. But if we're in an opposite state, then we create those towers. We destroy things. So you got to get the mind right and the emotions right and open up to the blessings. So I want to see what comes through from the past life oracle. This is my oracle. It's on my Etsy shop. All of the star rights are now added into the $111 tier on Patreon. There's a bunch of readings in the 555 tier. There's activations in the 1111 tier. And Thursday night I go live for the $22 tier. All right, so I have slave, fighter, warrior. All right, so the warrior says fighter of wars and battles, always on defense, fight for beliefs, imbalances remain from battles. So I feel like these are the people who were like in the Galactic War and also have been in other wars. And because of that, they're a fighter, right? And it says aggressive, ready to fight, defensive. This one already said defensive. Like, and like I said, when I got the innocence, I felt like people are defensive. They're upset. They're angry. They're feeling like I was betrayed. I was let down. I was hurt. Blah. What is the point? And they're not prioritizing things because, or they could be prioritizing the wrong things. Like, I just got to protect myself. Fuck everybody. And I get it because it's hard to open up and put yourself back out there when you get hurt time and time again. But you can't constantly be in a battle and expect to like have peace, right? So we got to put the battle aside. We got to put the defensiveness aside. We got to forgive and forget and move on. And it doesn't mean you forget what was done and like just let other people do that or let people redo what was done. We learn from what was done and we heal and walk away so that we're not a slave to it anymore. So it says freedom fighter protests injustice. Earth is a slave system, can't settle in a job, relationship, or stays too long. So it's like you could do either or. It's like you can't really figure out what you want to do, or you stay too long in places that you don't really feel like you want to be because you've been a slave in other lives, and you may be a slave even to the mentality of everything's a war and everything's a battle and I've got to fight for what's right. But if you want peace, you can't always be fighting and battling, okay? And then we got Old Soul again, which goes with the wisdom. It says, full of depth and wisdom, not much of a childhood, lived many lives, very old at passing. So you've been around, you know, you have that wisdom inside of you. You've already learned a lot of lessons, so you don't have to feel like this life is just going to be one big, huge obstacle. Look at it as, I've already been through these lives. I've already done this. I already know these things. I just need to prioritize my peace. I need to prioritize my energy. I need to prioritize the things that make me feel good. And then we have healer, maybe a doctor, nurse, etc. Natural instinct to heal with hands and wisdom. And it's about healing yourself too. So I feel like you're being called to tap into your energy as a healer and to heal yourself and to overcome the obstacles that have been arising in your life. This is the Soul Purpose deck. This is also available on my Etsy shop. What does we need to know about the blocks in our abundance and our manifestations? We have united. You're aligned with your soul's mission. Okay, so if you've been feeling like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, you feel like you're lost on your purpose, or like you've steered away from it, or maybe you've gone down, like you're just like, I don't know, did I make the right choice? Because you got decision here, right? You may be like bouncing back and forth and trying to figure out what's the right thing for me to do. You're already aligned with your mission and purpose. Just being here, you're aligned with your mission and purpose, or you would not be here, right? You came here for a reason, ding-a-ling-a-ling, and you are united with your mission and purpose, even if it feels like you're not. You're here doing what you're meant to do. And the more that you can remember that, the more that you can be like, I am doing what I'm meant to do. I am here for a reason. The more the reality around you is going to reflect that. If you keep thinking, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, this isn't my mission and purpose, I don't know, that's what you're going to continuously see, and you're going to reject the things that feel good and feel aligned to your mission and purpose. But if you start saying, I am living in my purpose, I am living on my path, I'm doing what I'm here to do, you're going to start seeing things fall into place in that same way. The Divine Masculine says, honoring sacred masculinity and power with clarity and confidence. So know that the clarity and confidence is within you. You have the power to do all of these things that you need to do to have your manifestations come true. And Free Spirit says you are here to enjoy life and love freely. Like I said, you're not here to struggle. You're not here to be upset. You're not here to battle. You're here for peace. Look at that, peacemaker. It's what I say. I say you're here for peace. You can't have the peace. It can't be good if you don't like the peace. You're a peacemaker. So channeling peaceful energies, perspectives, and solutions for Earth's inhabitants, including yourself. And that could also mean like the battles that you've been through, you will have known what worked and what didn't work and how you got through it. And you can channel that to others. You can help others, give those solutions and perspectives to people that may be still back in an old battle that you fought. And maybe your next battle is to bring others through that battle so that they can heal. Because you've got the clarity and the confidence. You've got the strength to lead. You've got the masculine vibration, right? Like, I'm going to protect. I'm going to provide. I'm going to help people find their peace as I do it in my own way. And with the beat maker, it says beat to your own drum. Listen to the rhythm of your soul. So you have something inside of you that is meant to be expressed in its own unique way. And then the wave maker says an emotional cleansing current of love is flowing through you. So you are able right now to cleanse out the old and shift your frequency up. You receive and shift frequencies of the universe. You receive and you shift the frequencies of the universe. And sometimes that can be overwhelming, but you have everything inside of you need to have that peace within yourself. We also have sustenance, okay? So if you've been struggling financially, if you've been struggling with like love, you've been struggling with your health, whatever you've been struggling with, you have to start knowing that there is everything that you need is available. Like the universe provides it, the earth provides everything that we could ever need. Like, I think the fear, it keeps us down and it takes away from us. But if you can go more so into that peace, into that knowing that the sustenance is already available to you, that your fulfillment is already available to you, that everything is already here, and you embrace that knowing and that truth, things are going to get easier for you. You're going to feel more empowered. You're going to feel more confidence and more strength, like that masculine energy. You need to tap into that. If you don't have, like, if you're a feminine and you don't have a divine masculine hanging around with to protect you and provide you, you got to step into that energy and do it for yourself. You can still embody your feminine, but if there's not somebody there right now, then you need to do those things for yourself. You need to be able to do those things anyways. It doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, but I think sometimes women can like feel like, oh, I'm not supposed to do these things because I want to be my feminine energy. And to a degree, you don't want to go overly masculine, but you need to protect yourself and provide for yourself if you want things to work out for yourself. You know, like you can't just be a damsel in distress all the time, right? If you want the splendor of life, you've got to understand that you have masculine and feminine energy inside of yourself to take care of yourself. And concentration as well. I feel like some people may be being overwhelmed by things in this world. I know that there's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of people who are identifying as ADHD or autistic or this, that, or the other thing. And I feel like that's a combination of stuff. It's not just the distractions, but it's like the chemicals and the things that they're giving to people, and the conditioning that's been happening in society, and it's making it hard for people to concentrate. But if you can concentrate, blessings will come. 44. Okay, so blessings do want to come to your life, but you're going to have to persevere through the distractions. You're going to have to prioritize through all of these things. Also, prioritize time to relax. Like, it's not like you just got to bust your ass 24/7. You've got to take care of yourself like you would a baby. You've got to give yourself the sustenance that you need to do the things that you want to do, and then concentrate on doing those things with that childlike innocence inside of you. Express yourself like a child would. You know, don't be so worried about what is everybody going to say or what are they going to think. Just be silly and fun and have a good time, and don't really worry about it. Is there anything else we need to know about what's blocking the manifestations for my collective? What is blocking the manifestations of my collective? We got the 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're carrying too many burdens, right? Carrying a little too many burdens. You may feel like you've been waiting a little too fucking long, but things are slowly progressing. You are slowly healing. You are slowly letting go of the things that you feel like you lost, or the people that like betrayed you, or rejected you, or lied to you, manipulated you, whatever. Let it go, heal your soul. You're slowly moving on to a new world. When you drop the burdens and the fears, you'll be okay. But it's a decision that you need to make today, so your Ace of Cups can fill you up and your life can be good. Sorry, I don't know why I'm singing. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. I feel like in many cases, the blocking to your manifestations is basically yourself, okay? You're blocking yourself. You're protecting yourself to your own demise. You need to step into that Emperor energy and take control and start communicating with healthy boundaries, but without the like, I'm just going to hide away forever. I'm not going to let anybody come near me again because everybody hurts me. Just be the fool. Take a leap of faith. Like, not everything is going to be destructive. So we got to take that chance sometimes. Yeah, 8. It'll be great if you do it, okay? Because you've got the strength for the abundance and the infinite blessings and connections that are coming your way. So that's a great sign. 888 is abundance. It's your manifestations coming. So basically, yeah, they're like, do you not see you're already free? You're already free, man. Like, you never have to deal with the people who already hurt you again. You never have to be where you were again. You never have to stay in the energy that you're currently within if you're feeling blocked to your blessings. If you choose to break out of it, right? You're already free to decide that I'm going here. I'm consciously just choosing to heal myself, to use my wisdom, and to no longer feel like this orphan, to no longer feel like everybody and everything and oh my goodness, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to bring peace. I'm going to heal that inner child. Past as a child or major trauma, allow yourself to laugh and play. Have fun. Because when you are having fun and you are excited and you're enjoying yourself and you're creating and you're doing, you're not going to be sitting in that energy of stagnancy or that energy of war and battle and I'm a fighter and oh no, or that energy of indecision, that energy of there's too much, I can't do it, I don't know what to do, I have ADHD, I have this, I have that. But if you keep owning all of those things, you're going to create more problems. It's okay if you have those things. They don't have to define you. You can redefine yourself. You can break out of the box and look in your past too and see the times that you have done that. Look in your Akashic records, not only in this life, in other lives. You've broken the mold. You've done things differently. There's something inside of you, that old soul from Atlantis that has come here for a reason. You are here to heal from the fall. And your lived experiences are unique and meaningful. So share those stories with others, uplift others, help others. And through that, you'll be helping yourself too. Yeah, as you heal yourself, you heal others. This is the healing card. And know that there is divine support all around you, your ancestors, your guides, the star beings, everybody's there to help bring protection. Keep protecting yourself on a regular basis. Call on the protection, light the things, do the stuff. And this says decades will come and go if you don't choose to grow. So it's up to you. I basically feel what's blocking your manifestation is just fear. Fear. Look at it. 515 says fears realized, consciousness shift, change of mind. It's your fears. It's your like, I gotta fight everybody type of energy. It's that. All right. We need to hold back that fear and that fighter and that anger or that resentment or that sadness or the grief or whatever it is that's kind of on a lower frequency, to shift up into the higher frequency. Balance your mind. Stop wasting time. Look at that. Procrastination is the key word on this little card here. Priorities. No more procrastinating on your priorities, man. No more. If you're confused, what is true, who is real, what will the time reveal? You'll figure it out. You're going to figure it out when you stop procrastinating. You just start taking the baby steps. Just make one small decision each day. Take one small step each day. Approach logic creatively. Calm the raging sea. Become stress-free. Because when you're all stressed out, I don't know, that's going to keep you blocked as well. And please never stop working on yourself. Okay? Stay motivated. With motivation, keep working on yourself. And don't give up. Yesterday came, tomorrow will too. It's time to decide what you will do. Know that you're going through an awakening. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicity. Know that you can unite with whatever it is you want to unite with, whatever it is you're trying to manifest. Awakening partnerships, manifesting of dots, progression of love. It all comes from within. So basically, what is blocking the manifestations is your experience through life has made you feel like I need to just block everything and protect myself, and that's blocking you in every area. So don't let your ego mess with you. Watch your thoughts, watch your spending, watch your responsibilities, priorities, procrastinating on the priorities and all of that. Also being receptive and nurturing. Like, you don't have to go all into the masculine. We want to balance it with the feminine, right? You got to nurture that little child and take care of that little child the way that you would a baby, so that it can grow and thrive. And the ascended ones, the angels, the star beings, they are sending you the 777. They're applauding you because even if you're here listening to this message right now, they're applauding you because you're figuring out what you need to do and you're making the steps that are necessary to heal and grow. But watch your thoughts, watch your spending, you know, become aware, and that's going to shift you to the 777 frequency. And is there anything they need to surrender at this time? Be mindful of what you're looking at too. Like, there's so many readings and things out there that I see, like, go by on the feed, and it's like, blah, 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 blah. It's always negative shit. Don't click on negative ass shit and expect positive things in your life. Like, so-and-so's cursing you, this one's hexing you, that blah, 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 blah. Everybody hates you, blah, 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 blah. It's not a good thought process. It's not a good frequency. Even if it's a fucking truth, we don't have to own that truth and then label everyone as doing that, because not everyone is doing that around you, right? Some people are going to be supportive of you. Some people aren't hexing you. Some people want what's best for you. Some people care about you, and you should focus on those people. So surrender to your full power. It says your life is calling you for you to step into the full power rather than playing it small. Okay? And I know, like, sometimes when we think, like, oh, everything's just going wrong and everybody hates me, and every time I talk to people, they are mean to me or they betray me, or every time I open up my heart or get vulnerable, I get ghosted or hurt, ba-ba-ba-da-boop, and you want to protect yourself just like you'd protect a baby, right? But, like, think about it, like, if a little kid came home from school and was like, the people are mean to me. Are you going to tell them to just, like, never talk to another human being again and, like, go sit in their room and hide and cry and just that's whatever? Like, that's totally okay? No, you're going to be like, it's okay. Like, don't let him down. Like, there's other people who love you, your friends, you know, like, you would encourage them to live their life and go out and do other things, right? Not to just, like, let that be the thing that defines every person that comes in the future. Like, well, that's just how everybody is. They're all going to hate you, and they're going to hex you and curse you and destroy your entire life. Even if you feel that way in this moment, even if it appears that way in this moment, the more that you're thinking that and feeling that, the more you're going to create that and see that. You're going to amplify that. So take that and transmute it and be like, every motherfucker who's doing that, thank you. Because you're sending me all the energy I need to be happy. You're sending me all the energy I need to manifest more abundance. You're sending me everything I need to transmute and to have all of the monies and all of the love and all of the goodness. So keep on sending it, because it's helping me to grow. Take it and turn it and transmute it into whatever you want. But don't let it put you into a place of, I'm just going to go hide away and never come out again. We also have surrender your addictions that I just noticed, because I saw, like, the deck was flipped. Like, all of the cards are one way, and these two are the only one. The surrender your power in this one. So whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. All right? So whatever you're addicted to, let it go. Let it go. Even if it's a way of thinking. You have an old soul. You don't have to be the fighter. You can have peace. Synchronicity. You find peace because you've done this before. You've done it before. You'll do it again. Possibly, hopefully not here, right? We don't want to do it here again. Whatever. It's okay. We're great here. Thank you. So happy to be here. Prisoner is also here. So again, that's kind of reminds me of a slave. A slave, a prisoner. I feel like you're a prisoner. You're a slave to your own creation and your own fears and doubts right now. And it's okay. I am too. We all are. But we can retrain that. We can break out. We have the key. We don't have to stay here. Okay, so it says need for freedom or seclusion sees through the control. So you don't want to be controlled by people, right? You don't want to be told what to do, but you also don't want to be around a bunch of them either. It's like, yeah, I don't care what you guys are doing. I'll be over here doing my own thing. But if you try to make me do something, I'm definitely not going to do it. And, you know, if you're trying to control the population, I'm going to stand up for it, because it's just fucked up. We also have surrender your prayers. Surrender to prayer, and it says give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard through the universe, and answers and support will arrive. So pray for what you're trying to manifest as well. You know, don't give up, but detach from results. You know, like, we don't want to, like, we can pray for that, but we don't want to, like, harp on it. So the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So if you're like, you will block it because you're like, about it. Just trust and know that if it's meant to be, it'll be. You don't have to be obsessive about it. You don't have to overthink about it. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So even that right there, guys, it doesn't have to be hard. It can be effortless. But if you're thinking it's so hard and you're thinking it's so bad and you're thinking obsessively and attached to the outcome that I need this, I need this, I need this, the universe only feels it. I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. So you got to be like, okay, I trust and know that whatever's meant to be will be. And if I truly need it, then I will have it. If I'm not supposed to have it, then I don't need it. And I can just let that be. So stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. All right. So hopefully this has served you guys. Let me know what you would like to see in a reading if you have any types of questions. And definitely protect yourself. I'm not dismissing the fact that there aren't evil motherfuckers out there. People that are hating on us or want to see our downfall or lie or cheat, manipulate. Like, I get that all exists. But we can protect ourselves and transmute that energy, believe in our magic to not let it keep us from being who we are here to be. So the fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fairy ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. And open your eyes and see the magic that's all around in nature. The fairy of northern light says you are part of nature, so you are magical too. And get ready to let your hair down and celebrate. It's time to go out and dance and play. An invitation could be on the way. A magical gateway has been opened, and it is a precious, you have precious time, okay? So the fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' times either. So prioritize, think about, delegate, do what you need to do, start doing what you know you need to do so your manifestations can come to be, but don't like go to the extreme of it either where you burn yourself out. That fine balance between the two things is going to help you for this new beginning to give birth to the baby. Okay, or give birth to that manifestation. So you got to nurture it and love it and take care of it, let it rest and do all the things that you would do for a child, right? But it is time for a change and it won't be strange. In Renee, namaste.